Hello everyone, and thank you for joining the quest. I am PS Quest, and this is Crypto Quest. So the goal of your crypto journey, of course, is to build a strong portfolio that continues growing in value. If that means getting into coins low and getting out of them high, or switching into new coins to follow the action, then that's what we have to do. So in the last episode, I talked about how to be consistent with the right calls in crypto, how to stay ahead of the curve, how not to get into a coin that's going to be stagnant or devalue right after you buy it. And this is definitely the buy the trailer, sell the release. If in terms of movies, you buy the trailer and you sell the release. You buy the dip, you sell the all-time high, and that's how you make profits in crypto. So, that being said, I wanted to talk about a project that I think has a lot of potential. And that project is Moonbeam and Moonriver, both of which are on the Polkadot ecosystem, Kusama and Polkadot ecosystem. So Moonriver particularly right now, it looks really good. I'm going to look at a few metrics right now, but basically I drew a line at the 363 area, and it's looking like anything under that looks really, really good. And I'm going to chart it out for you guys. Let's switch it to the 4 hour. A couple of metrics to use. So the story behind Moonriver is it had a nice launch, really quite a bit of traction on, I believe it was the 8th of November. We got a Binance listing, and that caused it to go absolutely parabolic. And since then, the whole crypto market has kind of cooled off. But the metric I wanted to look at is this Fibonacci retracement. And I wanted to take it really from the bottom of the worst that it was at 230s. And remember, I started talking about this coin when it was $260, I think, in my last video. So here we go. We have the fib retracement shows this is the super hot zone, right? We call it the 504. Then there's the 441. There's the 402 and the 370. We'll call it the 0.5. Right now, we're in the 0.618 Fibonacci, which means that traditionally, it doesn't stay here for long. It'll typically bounce off of the bottom of this line and rarely get into here. If we get into this territory, the 0.78, this is insanely value. Seriously, I mean, you'll almost always make money if you buy it here. But the fact that we're right here, right now, in this accumulation stage, is actually really quite bullish for Moonriver as a whole, because it has not spent that much time here, okay? Maybe a few days, versus it's spent a lot of time over here, and even a significant amount of time up here. So we can definitely see, just by looking simply at the Fibonacci retracement, the absolute potential that we have here from a technical standpoint alone. Moonriver has insane potential to go very, very high from here. Now that's on the technical side of things, okay? If we talk about the fundamental side of things, check out DeFi Llama. There is $404 million right now locked into the Moonriver network. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's almost $500 million. Big, big, big money is already in and locked up in the Moonbeam chain. So if you guys are interested, I actually, you know what, I'm going to leave this link so that you can check it out, because I think a lot of people that are into projects like this, maybe they don't even know the potential that this has, or they don't even know what Moonriver is, what it does, what it supports. And so I just added that to the general chat link. Basically, there's several protocols: Zenlink, Solar Beam. There's the Huckleberry. There is the Nile River, Moonswap, OneSwap, CDEX, Free River. These are all exclusively on the Moonriver blockchain. Okay. Now these offer farming. These offer yields. These offer yields up to like 2,500%. Guys, you can earn massive amounts of solar if you pair ETH and Moonriver together. So if you just have ETH and you have Moonriver and you want to pair them, you want to add liquidity to this pairing, you can earn insane amounts of solar per day based on annualized returns of this is crazy yield farming, guys, big time yield farming. But the thing is, it's yield farming on a coin that is not so risky, to be honest. I mean, seriously, we have here this coin right now is $17.88. Now imagine they're paying out 2,806 solar every day times 1788. How much are they paying out per day for this? Times 2,806. They're paying out, close to $50,000 a day is being paid out to people that are just providing liquidity to these pairings. And you can earn that too, no problem. But again, this is just giving you guys an idea of what is within the Moonriver ecosystem. So these technicalities, okay, we looked at the technicals, right? We looked at the charts. Now we're looking at the fundamentals, 400 million locked. Now let's look at the news, the info, what's going on. Okay, Lark Davis notes that the parachain on Kusama is the baby brother of Moonbeam. He adds that the project has gathered a lot of attention from its community, technology, and backers. He defines the project as basically Ethereum on Kusama, under $1 billion market cap. He says this offers unique entry point for investors. Late in October, the project has integrated Etherscan and partnered with SushiSwap as well. So another catalyst, according to Davis, is the $400 million up for grabs to bootstrap liquidity on the Moonriver network. This will incentivize investors to bring liquidity to the network. Guys, let me just say that whenever there's humongous capital inflow like this, $400 million coming in to bootstrap liquidity on the Moonriver network, there's several things happen. Number one, there's a lot of liquidity that's added to the market. So we see, we look at DeFi Llama and we'll see more than 400 million. We'll see way more than that. In fact, it'll probably go to 600 million. Definitely be over $500 million at that point. Not only that, but they also have a tendency to buy a lot of the coin themselves. Basically, they buy their own bags, right, to pump up the price. This generates interest, and it's something that I think that we're going to see very, very soon. Okay, this kind of accumulation in the 0.618 zones just makes me think that, you know what, something is gearing up to make an absolute explosion. And I'm seeing, as a short-term target, I'm seeing it possibly hit the 440, but most definitely hit the $400 mark. We could see this probably in the next week. With all the news and stuff that's coming out, I think we could easily see that within the next week. Now, this is what I'm seeing particularly for Moonriver. There are a few other things that I wanted to touch on today. I wanted to go over some of this stuff, like when we're talking about like the metaverses and stuff like that. Render has been absolutely unstoppable. It formed a parabola up here with a breakout point, and it's already surpassed my target on this. Oops. My target on this was when it broke this wedge to the upside. My target on this was pretty much the top of the parabola. Yeah, actually it broke that target, which was the $5.74 level, $5.74. We've already surpassed that. It bounced off of it a little bit, but I think if anything, this might retest the $4.30 range, $4.29. It's just super bullish right now, guys. It's red hot. If we use the Fibonacci, we can tell how red hot this coin is. Yeah, we're talking a lot of activity here at the top of the Fibonacci, and it seems not to want to stop. So we'll see. This kind of coin needs to cool down. It needs time to cool down. But there's another one, Remark, which is actually, it's getting ready to break out of this wedge. So I've been watching this very closely. Let's break it down to the 30 minutes. Because it almost did break out of this wedge. Okay, so it's been forming this absolutely massive wedge here. This is also a metaverse token on the Polkadot network. Polkadot or Kusama, one of those. But listen, if we see a break up and a hold of this, we're probably going to see an increase of this to, oh wow, this is going to be huge. It's going to bring it to $46. Yeah, in the short term, honestly, a breakout and a confirmation above this wedge will probably show us close to a $50 remark. That's coming soon. I've been watching that, so definitely keep an eye on this. It looked like it was going to break down below this wedge actually, and actually I had to extend the wedge a couple of times because it was just breaking down, but still keeping the $27 line I drew here as support. And it just looks like it tested the top of that wedge. It's going to bang around here probably until the very end, and then we might see a huge breakout. But again, it kind of all depends on what the major markets do, the Ethereums and the Bitcoins. Ethereum looks to be rallying pretty nicely off of this. Friday is the expirations for all the options. So tomorrow's Thursday. I think that we're going to see a little bit of a rally to try to get these major coins pushed up. We'll probably see a 62K Bitcoin. We'll probably see a $4,500 ETH tomorrow, Thursday, as we prepare for a possible major drop-off on Friday, or just at least a major battle. We're for sure going to see a battle on Friday for the options expirations. So that's it. That's all I had for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. I'll make sure to read and comment on everybody's questions. I hope the information provided proves to be useful. And of course, we always like staying ahead of the curve. So if you also like staying ahead of the curve, click that like button and subscribe down below to get the updated info on the crypto space before everyone else. And until next time, guys, keep your portfolio strong and your hands stronger.